Sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. Point 10 Takeaways from Week 2, College Football Upsets and Lessons Learned. College football is unpredictable and delightful, which is why we live for what happens on Saturdays. And the second Saturday of the 2024 season did not disappoint, from an emotional Thomas Hammock and his Northern Illinois Huskies upsetting number 5 Notre Dame to Nebraska's emphatic return to national relevance and so much more. Each Sunday, I'll publish my biggest takeaways from the college football weekend. I'll highlight the most interesting storylines, track college football playoff contenders and specifically shout out individual and team performances that deserve the spotlight. Here are my top takeaways from Week 2. 1. The Marcus Freeman era at Notre Dame includes yet another bad upset. The third-year Fighting Irish coach has some marquee wins to his name, but he also has a major problem. He's the head coach of a blueblood program, and he's having trouble beating the teams he's supposed to beat. 2 years ago, it was Marshall in Freeman's home debut. This time, it was Northern Illinois pulling off the first win over an AP top 10 team in program history. "We've been here before," Freeman said after Saturday's 16-14 loss to the Huskies. "That's not a good thing. Notre Dame should easily dispatch overmatched opponents, and instead it sleepwalks through games against teams who believe they can actually beat them. The Irish are everybody's Super Bowl, as the saying goes. And they forget that. Beating Texas A&M last weekend was a huge deal, one of the best wins anyone has so far this season. But the luster of a shiny victory like that wears off quickly when you follow that up with a major letdown and inexplicable loss. Quarterback Riley Leonard hasn't done much to show he can lead an explosive offense that can stretch the field vertically and sustain drives. I think he's capable of both of those things, but we haven't seen it yet. 2. Texas is a true national title contender. If anyone thought the Longhorns' run to the college football playoff last year wasn't replicable, what we saw from Texas in Ann Arbor should erase any doubt. Of course, the 2024 Michigan team is a far cry from the 2023 version that won a national championship, but the Longhorns' dominant performance on both sides of the ball against a team that used to control both in every game was nonetheless remarkable. Texas has a Heisman Trophy hopeful in quarterback Quinn Ewers, along with the most enviable backup quarterback situation in the nation, physicality along both lines of scrimmage and playmakers at skill positions. It's time we list Texas among the small group of national championship contenders, with Georgia and Ohio State, for the season. 3. Michigan has problems that may not be fixable this season. I didn't expect the Wolverines to beat Texas on Saturday, but I thought they would hang. By the end of the first Michigan offensive possession, it became clear that the Wolverines would not have enough offensively to do that. That's on the offensive line.